George Woodruff Goyder was South Australia's Surveyor General 1861 to 1894. Today he is best known for Goyder's Line, which essentially marks the line south of which one can reasonably expect 12 inches, but depending on the source 10 inches, of rain and thus a decent odds of growing and harvesting crops. Goyder established this line in 1865 after travelling a little over 3,000 kilometres on horseback. His work was, at the time, not without controversy, and it took until the late 1870s for his determination to be accepted. And what is a surveyor without a compass? This compass is engraved on one side with Surveyor General, and on the other with Made in London for Otto Bürtke. Bürtke, originally from Hamburg, migrated to South Australia and made a business in Adelaide selling and producing optical and scientific equipment from his shop, Observatory House, which was on the north side of Flinders Street. And in fact, the building exists there to this day. This is a cairn post from Mount Woodruff, Woodruff being Goyder's middle name, which is in the Musgrave Ranges of South Australia. Mount Woodruff is South Australia's highest mountain at 1,435 metres. This post stood on top of a stone cairn to ensure it could be observed from as far away as possible to assist with surveying. This is the original post, which now sits within the Parliamentary Library, although a modern replacement remains to this day at Mount Woodruff. This is a geodetic theodolite. Today we are more likely to see surveyors using what essentially looks like a shoebox on a tripod, but this is the analog version. Geodetic refers to how one calculates the shortest distance between 2 points on a curve, and the curve matters because the Earth ain't flat. As with the orrery, this instrument, dating back to approximately the end of World War I, is also an impressive and intricate piece of art. It has dials, lenses, spirit levels, and all manner of measuring devices neatly built in. I can only admit my total ignorance as to how it works, but must assume an impressive degree of skill to manipulate it effectively. And if anybody can help educate me on this theodolite, please do get in touch. Goyder's compass, the Mount Woodruff cairn post, and the geodetic theodolite were all generously made over to the Parliamentary Library by the Office of the Surveyor General. And as for all who entrust us with their precious items, it is a great pleasure to make these acknowledgements. No piece on surveying or exploration could go by without reference to Matthew Flinders and his charts of Terra Australis. What you are looking at is what we now refer to as South Australia, but upon closer inspection you will see the words part of New South Wales. As we zoom in closer, York Peninsula comes into full view. Most of the coastline is drawn in solid lines, but if you look, for example, at Hardwick Bay on York Peninsula, you will see what amounts to little more than a few dashes. Flinders, ever meticulous, used these dashes to indicate a best guess to show where he had not sailed sufficiently close to shore to be completely confident in his work. And the sharper eye might also enjoy the spelling of Kangaroo Island. Flinders' name has long overshadowed the equally talented William Westall, who at 19 was appointed landscape artist of Flinders' expedition to Australia in The Investigator. He drew a series of coastal profiles in pencil, and you can see some examples here including Cape Jervis and also of Kangaroo Island. Our volume also includes some pages of Westall sketches of Australian flora, including this example of an Albany pitcher plant. It might simply be a matter of the lighting, but some of these pages seem almost as though made of a silken cloth, with the floral depictions being in very fine stitching.